Christians got it all together, don't they? Out there worshiping God, talking about how they love God, talking about how God loves them, even trying to tell me that God loves me. Right. Now, don't be hating on me. I believe in God. It's hard not to look around the universe and think there isn't some master plan, some master designer. They measure the temperature of the sun in millions of degrees. Millions. 102, I'm ready to melt. But this big ball of fire not only warms us, but it doesn't melt us into a crisp. Drive out of town and look up in the sky at night. There's billions of stars. Go ahead, count them. Scientists say mixed in with them stars are billions of galaxies with even more stars. Those numbers just make my head spin. And if you think about it, that whole Big Bang Theory where it all just began, doesn't that sound an awful lot like "and God spoke"? Yeah. There are birds with beaks that are shaped to fit exactly inside flowers to drink their nectar and pollinate them at the same time. There's fish in the ocean that live inside the mouths of other fish to keep them healthy. A baby kangaroo is born blind, naked, and this big, and it crawls up its mother's stomach into the pouch to develop. I have a little cat named Ellie, and she had kittens last week. She's kind of spoiled, so she wanted me to sit with her while she was in labor. As I watched one little kitten being born after the other, I couldn't help but think that someone had to figure this whole birth thing out. I don't think it could have all just happened by accident. Christians tell me God is holy. Well, with what he's done, I can believe that. They also say that God says the punishment of sin is death. Well, the way sin makes me feel sometimes, that seems pretty fair. But to tell me that God sent his son, his only son, to die for me, I don't think I can buy that. I know me. I know what my life is like. I'm not worthy. Lust, greed, addiction, hate. Oh, I got these all wrapped up. And Christians are quick to tell me that, oh, those are sins. But the world has another view. That TV show you're watching. I'm sure somebody's sleeping with somebody they shouldn't be. Somebody's gossiping behind somebody's back. Or maybe even they're killing somebody. No? Wait 10 minutes for the commercial and you'll get all the lust you need. And how about the internet? People are always posting things of stupid things they're doing. And hateful things. And abusive things. Now, I don't think God is against the internet. I'm sure if he had a Facebook page, we'd all be his friends. But how many of you Christians would need to change your profile picture? Or maybe think a minute before you went on about how good time you had in Vegas last weekend. Yeah. I don't think God can pour out that love on me. But when I talk to my friends, they tell me, oh, it's all cool, it's okay, you're good, you're good. At least I think they're my friends. And about this Son of God, this Jesus guy that God sent in the flesh to share the good news with everyone. Everyone. Even those that people thought weren't good enough to wash his feet. This Jesus was persecuted, spit on, beaten, nails driven deep into his hands and feet so he'd hang on a cross and suffer and die for me. I don't think so. But he came back. He wasn't done yet. And one thing he told his believers, not only to love God, but to love each other. Love that crazy neighbor. Love your enemies. And they can't love me. They want me to follow him and they can't follow him. Seems pretty hypocritical if you ask me.